Hey guys, been a minute. So I'm outside right now, I'm walking. I thought this would be a great time to pull out my phone and actually make a vlog. So I haven't really came on here in a long time to really talk about the transition that I was going through. So if you know me, I was working two jobs. I was working at a warehouse, and then I was a server too, right? And my serving job, it was for a seafood place. I was there for over a year now, and I'm actually technically still there until I don't decide to go back. And then also, I was working at the UPS warehouse, and the reason why I did that job is because I wanted to become a driver, right? That was my number one goal. I just wanted to become a driver. And I thought if I started in the warehouse, maybe after a year or two, I can work my way up and make really good money, because the drivers, they make like almost between $40 to $50 an hour. That's between 120 to 150 grand a year. So in my head, I'm thinking I'm gonna start in the warehouse, start simple, and then work my way up. But then situations got hard when I had to move my home. And I wanted to live somewhere else. And then also, I was gonna say, like, when I was having the Uber back and forth, I was spending a lot of my money just to get to my morning job. It was about 30 minutes away, so I'm spending $30 there, $30 to get home, bro. That's $60 every single day just to get to and from work. And then I still had to go to my second job on days that I was scheduled. So it became too much. And also, I felt like sleep was getting to me. Just being up, having to be up at 2, 3 in the morning, sometimes going in at night, working all the way into the morning, going home, chill, and then going to my other job. So I tried for most of going in, like I tried almost all the way going into this year. So all the way from like September, October, going into last month, I tried my hardest to try to hang on. But going into, I would say the end of February, going into March, I kind of made that decision like, fuck it. So I let go of the UPS just because it was so far, bro. And I decided just to stick it out with Sea Island, right? So I'm going around and I'm trying to apply for places. And I'm like, you know what? Let me humble myself. Let me humble myself, and I'll just get a simple job just so I can go to and from, be able to fix my car. Because my car, it got so bad to where, like, I couldn't even drive it, bro. It wouldn't even go over like 20 miles an hour. And then sometimes it wouldn't go over 60 miles an hour. So I'm in my head, I don't know what I can do and how much it costs, you know, and I'm stressed about that. So I'm like, let me find a job. Let me be a man about it, suck it up, get a job close. I couldn't get a job at Whataburger, Starbucks, Cane's, Panera Bread. I went to Via 313, KFC, all of these fucking places, simple fucking jobs. And I've worked at great jobs before. None of these motherfuckers hired me. And it hurt me. It hurt my pride as a man. I'm like, damn, like, I'm thinking, you know what? Like, I'm gonna put my pride aside and I'm just gonna get whatever I can, right? That didn't work out. So I was like, let me apply for HEB. There was an HEB, it's like 8 to 10 minutes away from where I live at, right? If you drive. So I'm like, okay. And they had an overnight position, and I already worked at HEB before. I did the fruits and vegetables, right? And I'm like, you know what? I really sat down, like I was home alone, right? I sat down and I told myself, I said, look, God, I really talked to myself about it. I said, look, if this situation does not happen, then it's not meant for me. I told myself too, I was like, look, I kept getting rejected. I kept getting no's for like, I would say 2.5 weeks, right? I kept getting no on everything. I applied everywhere. I kept trying everything I could, right? And then I applied for the HEB, whatever, right? And I prayed on it. I told God, I said, look, if it's not meant for me, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna dwell on something that I don't have control on, right? So I go for the first interview. I was like, I'm just gonna be myself, right? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be myself. And if it don't work, then it's not for me. I went, they gave me another interview. So that gave me high spirits, right? So I started speaking into existence, like, you know what? If I go back again, I'm gonna get that shit, right? So I was able to go back again, and they gave it to me. So now I just completed doing my orientation. They gave me my badge. They gave me my uniform and stuff. So I would say that I'm proud of myself for not giving up when situations were getting hard for me, man. Like, as a man, knowing that you got to be a provider, knowing that you got to take care of your shit, your bills. I don't got kids, but if you got kids, or, you know what I mean, responsibilities. And I feel like when it comes to a dude, like, we can't really express how we feel, or there's moments I feel like where you kind of just got to thug it out, suck it up. And you're like, no one's going to be able to hear you out. So I was going through those transitions. I prayed on it, bro, but I'm proud of myself for not folding, because I made that leaving a job that I really liked. And I saw, like, I had goals set and everything, and it didn't work out the way that I planned it to work out. So I had to rethink. I had to sit down and really reevaluate what I wanted as a man. So that's why I come on here to tell you, like, just because situations might go wrong, you got to continue to keep working towards whatever is going to make you better as a person, bro. There's always going to be situations that get in the way, but you got to learn how to work through that shit, bro. But I could have simply gave up when everybody kept telling me no. No one wanted to accept me, bro. And I told myself, I said, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to try one more fucking time. And if it doesn't work, then it's not meant for me. And you know what? It's just crazy how situations can happen, bro, when you just don't have no hope at all. And I got to that point. But I decided to come on here and share it with y'all, man. But I just feel like I had to go through that bad situation because it brought new opportunity to me. Like, literally, as of today, like, every situation that I dealt with from last month going into right now, I think it prepared me for the good that happened today. Because I got to a point to where I was stressing out about shit and I wasn't talking about it, you know? And God is the only one that knows how you feel, bro. God's the only one that's gonna know how you feel about situations. So I took that shit on the chin, man. But I'm very proud of myself for never giving up, no matter what situation I was in. And I'm coming on here to tell you, you better fucking keep fighting, bro, because it's never gonna end. You're gonna have days where you feel like every fucking person in the world is against you. And then you gonna have amazing days where you feel like, wow, like, I love this life. And then you gonna have days where you feel like motherfuckers are playing with you and your niceness, like, it happens. But I'm telling you, you cannot lose your focus on what you got going on, bro. It's the most easiest thing to do is when you got motherfuckers trying to stop you from whatever you got going on, whatever you're destined for. Like, keep doing that shit, bro. But I'm letting you know, like, I had to restart again, bro. I've had great jobs. I've been in great positions. And guess what? I'm still having to start over. And it's fine, bro, because it might give you a different perspective on something that you've been wanting to do. And I'm not satisfied. I don't know what to expect. But I'm happy that I did not give up and I kept trying, bro. And I really had to thug it out. I was still at my job that I did not leave yet. Like, I've been there for a year and I'm still there. You feel me? But I just want to let y'all know, don't give up, man. It's going to be all right. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog until I get home. I'm walking right now. It's a great day. But that's the message that I had for today. So whoever comes across this video, hopefully you can relate it to whatever you got going on and keep pushing, man. You got to be resilient. Don't let a situation or people try to stop what you got going on, bro, because it's so easy, man. That's the easiest shit you can do, is just give up. But I'm telling you, when that shit starts to get hard and you start questioning shit, that means you're doing something right, man. When you start to progress and life is gonna get better, you're gonna have to still go through hard situations. But like I said before, it's how you react and how you respond to situations, bro. It's so easy to spaz out and explode and act a fool. But the hardest thing for you to do is to fucking keep your composure and act like nothing happened. That's the most hardest shit you can do, especially when you're a man full of pride. I always say this. Pride is never gonna get you nowhere, bro. When you try to act hard and tough, bro, you either gonna go to jail or somebody gonna do something to you. So I tell you, it's okay to walk away. I've been in so many fights. I've almost lost my life twice. And I always tell people it's not worth it. As long as you just do what you got going on, you know, and you care for the people that care for you, you will never run into no trouble ever. That's what I always say. As long as you focus on what you're doing, then trouble will not come your way. But it's also how you approach people, bro. I always say this, how you treat somebody is gonna determine how they feel about you.